At the start of a royal tale, we meet a young prince living a lavish life in his magnificent palace. The palace was a stunning display of beauty and grandeur, where he hosted lavish balls for charming maidens. But one stormy night, everything changes. An old woman, weary and weathered by age, seeks shelter from the storm at the prince's palace door, offering him a single rose as a gesture of respect. However, the prince, judging her by her worn appearance, mocks her wrinkled face and frail body, even tossing the rose aside. In a calm voice, the old woman warns, "Beauty lies not on the surface, but deep within the heart." The prince ignores her words, his heart untouched by compassion. Suddenly, a magical event unfolds. The old woman sheds her disguise, revealing herself as a powerful enchantress. Seeing the prince's lack of love, she had come to teach him a lesson. In anger and disappointment, she curses him, transforming him into a fearsome beast. Not only that, but everyone in the palace is also cursed, turned into household objects. The enchantress reveals that the rose was a magical flower. If the prince can find true love and be loved in return before the last petal falls, the curse will be broken. If not, he will remain a beast forever. The prince pleads, but the enchantress ignores him. The curse causes the palace to fade from everyone's memory. Years pass, and the palace becomes desolate, with no one daring to approach. Meanwhile, in a small town nearby, we meet Belle, a young woman who loves reading, her mind full of dreams and imagination. Her father is a skilled inventor. In the town, there's also Gaston, a boastful young man who wants to marry Belle. But Belle, put off by his arrogance, rejects him despite his persistent efforts. One day, Belle's father sets out on a journey. A fire breaks out in the forest, forcing him to take a different path. Hearing wolves howling, he panics. The wolves chase him, and as he flees on his horse, he stumbles upon the prince's palace. Inside, he finds no one. Yet a table is set with food and candles are lit. Hungry, he begins to eat. Suddenly, a teacup starts talking to him. Terrified, he thinks it's a ghost and shouts, "I'm not afraid of you," before fleeing. The truth is, the teacup and other objects in the palace were once people, transformed by the enchantress's curse. In the palace garden, Belle's father spots blooming flowers, and, remembering Belle wanted one, picks a rose. Instantly, the beastly prince appears, accusing him of theft and imprisoning him. Belle's father's horse returns home alone. Realizing her father is in danger, Belle rides off to find him, and the horse leads her straight to the palace. Inside, she hears strange noises but sees no one. She calls out, but there's no response. Finally, she finds her father in the dungeon. He tells her, "This palace is alive. Run, Belle. I picked a flower for you and now I'm trapped here." Before Belle can escape, the beastly prince appears. His terrifying appearance frightens her, but she gathers her courage and says, "I want to see my father." The beast refuses to let her near him. In the dark dungeon, Belle stands fuming. Glaring at the beast, she says, "How cruel you are. All this for picking a flower? I'm the one who asked him to get it. I'll see my father no matter what." The beast replies in a deep voice, "Once this door opens and closes, it can never be opened again." With that, he unlocks the door. Belle rushes in to see her father, but pushes him out and shuts the door behind her. Per the beast's rule, the door can't be reopened, so her father can no longer be held captive. Belle has taken his place as the prisoner. The beast escorts her father out of the palace and sets him free. Now, Belle is the one trapped. When the beast is elsewhere, a table clock and a candelabra approach Belle. They were once human but were transformed by the curse, yet they can still walk, talk, and listen. Secretly, they unlock Belle's door and say, "We'll take you to a different room where you can stay." They privately hope Belle is the one who will break their curse. They lead her to a comfortable room. When the beast learns of this, he erupts in anger, yelling at the clock and candelabra. They calmly respond, "Belle might be the one to break our curse. Go to her. Try to win her over. Invite her to dinner." At first, the beast is furious, shouting, "Are you insane? Eat with a thief's daughter? Never." But the objects persist, reminding him that he's responsible for their curse. Reluctantly, he agrees. The beast goes to Belle's room and sternly says, "You will dine with me. This is not a request." Belle, burning with anger, retorts, "Are you mad? You imprisoned my father, then me, and now you want to eat with me?" The beast, enraged, pounds the door and says, "You will dine with me, that's final." Belle firmly replies, "I'd rather die than eat with you," the beast roars. "Fine! Then you'll starve. No one will feed you." He storms off, and Belle refuses to open the door. Seeing Belle's bold defiance, the cursed objects, candelabra, clock, teacup, saucer, are convinced she's the key to their freedom. Meanwhile, the beast visits the magical rose. He sees that many petals have fallen. If all the petals fall, he'll remain a beast forever, and the objects will stay inanimate. Only a few petals remain, soon to fall. Meanwhile, Belle's father returns to town and tells everyone, "My daughter is in danger. A terrifying beast lives in a palace in the forest. Belle is trapped there." But no one believes him, dismissing it as a fairy tale and laughing. Gaston, eager to win Belle's favor, says, "I believe you, I'll rescue your daughter." Gaston and a companion join Belle's father in the forest but can't find the palace. Furious, Gaston snaps, "Are you crazy? There's no beast!" He adds, "I love your daughter and I'll marry her." Belle's father firmly replies, "That will never happen." Enraged, Gaston ties him up and leaves him under a tree in the wolf-infested forest, hoping the wolves will finish him. Just then, an outcast woman named Agatha arrives and frees Belle's father, saving his life. Back at the palace, Belle reaches the magical rose. As she reaches to touch it, the beast appears, roaring, "You don't know what you're doing! Touching it would destroy us all!" He yells, "Get out of here!" Belle runs off, crying. Belle escapes the palace on her horse, entering the forest. Wolves surround her, but the beast arrives just in time to save her. He fights off the wolves, forcing them to flee, but he's gravely injured in the battle, collapsing with deep wounds. Belle, about to ride away, sees his condition and changes her mind. He saved her life, after all. She returns to him and says, "I can't lift you. You have to stand on your own." Despite his pain, the beast musters the strength to rise. Belle helps him onto the horse, and they return to the palace she had fled. The cursed objects, clock, candelabra, are thrilled to see her return, hoping she'll stay and fall in love with the beast, breaking the curse. They don't tell Belle the full story or how to break the curse, only that if the rose's last petal falls, they'll remain objects forever, and the beast will stay a beast. Belle tends to his wounds, bandaging them. During this, she recites a line from a beloved poem. To her surprise, the beast finishes the rest. Astonished, she asks, "Do you love poetry too?" The beast replies, "I don't read romantic poetry, but I've read many books. I know a bit about it." Belle smiles and says, "I love romantic stories and poems." The beast gives a small smile and says, "The romance in your eyes is clear, but if you love reading, read good books." He takes her to his vast library, where countless books dazzle her. Her town had no such access, and this is her dream world. The beast says, "You can stay here with us if you want." Belle's heart leaps with joy. Over time, they spend hours together, becoming friends and learning each other's likes and dislikes. They share meals, and one day, the beast sings a song for Belle, deepening their bond. He shows her a magical book given by the enchantress, saying, "With this, we can travel to any moment in time, past or future." Belle says, "I want to go to the last time I saw my mother." They travel there, and Belle learns her mother died of a contagious disease, telling her father, "Take Belle away forever so she's safe." This truth breaks Belle's heart, as she never knew. They return to the present. The candelabra urges the beast, "Tell Belle you love her." He replies dejectedly, "She'll never love me." But the candelabra keeps encouraging him, trying to spark his courage. The cursed objects, candelabra, clock, teacup, unite to convince the beast to find the courage to love and prepare Belle too. Knowing she loves dancing, they encourage the two to dance together. Meanwhile, Belle's father returns to town, saying, "Gaston tied me up in the forest to be eaten by wolves." Agatha, who saved him, stands by him, hands by. Gaston denies it, shouting, "He's lying! He's gone mad, possessed by ghosts!" He dismisses Agatha's testimony, saying, "She's an outcast. Her words mean nothing." His companion lies to back him up. The townspeople trust Gaston, and thinking Belle's father is crazy, seize him. Back at the palace, Belle and the beast dance, their faces glowing with joy. During the dance, the beast says, "I'm feeling something I'd forgotten." Belle smiles softly, saying, "My father taught me to dance." The beast asks, "Do you miss him a lot?" Belle nods. "Yes, I miss him terribly." The beast pulls out a magical mirror that can show anyone. He shows Belle her father, bound and imprisoned by the townspeople. Her heart breaks. The beast says, "Your father needs you. Go to him." He gives her the mirror, adding, If you ever think of me, you can see my hideous face in this. Belle leaves to save her father. The beast is now alone, his heart heavy with love for Belle. He and the objects believe the curse will never break, and they'll remain as they are forever, their spirits sinking. Belle reaches the town and finds her father imprisoned. She tells everyone, "My father told the truth. There's a palace in the forest with a beast." But they don't believe her. She shows the beast in the magical mirror. Stunned by his terrifying form, she explains, "He's not cruel. He has a good heart. He doesn't want to hurt anyone." Gaston, realizing Belle cares for the beast, grows jealous and riles up the crowd, saying, "The beast has enchanted Belle, that's why she talks like this." He suggests, "Lock Belle up with her father." Then he incites the townspeople further. "We must go to the palace and kill the beast, or he'll destroy our town." Swayed, they march to the palace. At the palace, the townspeople try to kill the beast, but the cursed objects, alive despite their forms, attack them. The people are bewildered, unable to understand how these objects move. Meanwhile, Gaston reaches the beast, who is heartbroken over Belle's departure. Gaston mocks him, saying, "Did you think Belle loves you? She sent these people to kill you." On the palace balcony, Gaston aims his gun at the beast. He fires, and the beast staggers, nearly falling, but grabs the balcony's edge to steady himself. Just then, Belle arrives, stopping Gaston from firing again by grabbing his arm. In the struggle, Gaston trips and his gun falls away. The beast still hangs on the balcony's edge. Belle calls out, encouraging him. "I tried to stop the townspeople, but they wouldn't listen." Her words give him strength. He climbs up to face Gaston, grabbing his throat and lifting him into the air, ready to throw him off the high wall. Gaston screams, "Don't drop me! Let me go, beast!" The beast roars, "I'm not a beast!" Instead of throwing him, he spares Gaston's life, saying, "Get out!" Gaston flees in fear. The beast turns to Belle, but Gaston, hiding nearby, seizes the chance to shoot him in the back. The beast collapses from the wound. At that moment, the ground beneath Gaston cracks, and he falls to his death. The beast's condition is dire, the gunshot bringing him to the brink of death. Belle, sobbing, holds him and says, "I'll never leave you again." The beast, in a faint voice, says, "My time has come." Belle clings to him, crying, "No, you'll be fine. Everything will be okay." At that moment, the final petal of the magical rose falls. The beast goes still, and the cursed objects, teacup, clock, candelabra, turn lifeless in an instant. Seeing the beast's state, Belle is overcome with grief, tears streaming down her face. Sobbing, she says, "I love you," as she leans closer to him. Suddenly, Agatha appears. The outcast woman is revealed to be the enchantress who cast the curse. She sees that the beast loves Belle, and Belle loves him back, meaning the time to break the curse has come. A radiant light envelops the beast, and his body transforms, turning him back into a handsome prince. Belle, witnessing this miracle, is overwhelmed with joy. They gaze at each other, enchanted, and embrace deeply. All the cursed objects regain their human forms, celebrating their return to life. Belle and the prince dance in the palace with everyone, surrounded by waves of joy. The story ends on a heartwarming note.
Michael, I just watched our Beauty and the Beast short film, and I'm still buzzing. That magical rose, the dark castle, Belle and the Beast's romance. So intense. What's your take?
James, it was awesome. The way it kicks off with the prince turning into the beast and Belle showing up. Such a strong start. The talking candelabra, clock, and that rose's magic totally hooked me. Felt a bit rushed though, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they squeezed a whole fairy tale into a sprint. The curse, Belle's sacrifice, their love story, it's all there, but it flies by. The message though, beauty's in the heart, not the face, really hits hard. What did you think of the themes?
The themes were killer. Belle and the beast falling in love despite his looks. It's a sharp take on judging people. Belle's sacrifice for her dad and the beast saving her from wolves. That stuff hit deep. But did the fast pace mess with the emotions for you?
For sure. The emotions got a bit lost in the rush. Like when Belle and the beast bond over books, it's sweet, but it's over in a second. I wanted more of that. What about the characters? How'd Belle and the beast feel to you?
Belle was great. Brave. Book-obsessed. Super real. The beast going from grumpy to soft was cool, but it happened too fast. Those enchanted objects though, the candelabra and clock stole the show. Gaston felt kinda flat though. Needed more depth. You?
totally. Gaston was just a generic bad guy. Needed more to him. The objects were the real MVPs. Loved their scheming to get Belle and the Beast together. That library scene with Belle's eyes lighting up. Pure magic. What about the visuals? The castle and Rose?
The visuals were stunning. The creepy castle, the wilting rose, the wolf fight, all super cinematic. But the big transformation at the end felt a bit extra. Like they went too epic too quick. Did the ending work for you?
The ending got me. Belle's I love you, and the Beast turning back into a prince? Chills. But yeah, it was rushed. The objects turning human and dancing felt a bit overdone. How'd the story hit you overall?
Huge impact. It makes you think about love and not judging appearances. But I wanted more on the enchantress or why the curse happened. Felt like something was missing. You rewatching this?
Oh, definitely. It's short but packs a punch. I'd rewatch for the library scene and the object's antics. I'm giving it an 8/10. Great heart, but could have been smoother. Your score?
I'm at 7.5 out of 10. Amazing visuals and message, but the rush and some thin characters bugged me. What's our next story? Another fairy tale?
Haha, let me recover from this magic first, then maybe a Cinderella short. What do you say?